this fully fledged quote unquote trade deal the way you would normally think about it. But a lot of folks think it's going to be possible to get something on paper with these countries in the coming weeks. And that the president is, his patience is kind of wearing thin, right? He doesn't want these negotiations to drag on forever. He wants some wins. And so I think the prevailing view that I'm hearing right now and the folks I'm talking to is that this is a fairly hard deadline, which is how the president himself has referred to it, right? He said it's firm, maybe not 100% firm, but pretty firm.
And pivoting to something else that's been a source of growing frustration for President Trump, and that is the war in Ukraine. He wants it to be over. He clearly doesn't think that Vladimir Putin is serious enough about getting there. And now there's a bipartisan Russia sanctions bill in the Senate that may have Trump's support. Is it your sense that the president is maybe turning a corner on this issue?
It really does feel that way. I mean, talking to folks inside the White House, the president really has been increasingly frustrated with Russia. I mean, that's been very clear, right, in his public rhetoric. And I think he's sort of butting up against the reality that, he's not able to get his way that he wants with the Russian president.
The U.S. economy, which has been damaged by this, and by our standing in the world.
So who benefits from this?
I think there's been very little benefit to the United States. I mean, you can find some particular cases, but there's damage to our relationship with allies. So right now he has violated the Korea-U.S. Free Trade Agreement. Senate ratified, done over many, many years under both Republicans and Democrats. He says, I'm going to put a 25% tariff on Korea. Well, that's just a flat violation. It's the same as the USMCA. So who's going to get into the serious business of a trade deal? Something that's a couple of hundred pages long, ratified by the Senate. He called the deal with, Vietnam a deal. It's a Truth Social post. He's calling the letters he's